Hi, everybody. Welcome to my channel. I'm Terry at Holding Your Space. Um, Hi, Jane. Hi, Ann Bear. How are you today? Please like and subscribe to the channel. And we meditate Monday through Friday at 7:11 a.m. Central. But anytime you see this, it's a great time to meditate. Annie Bear, you listened to your guide. You heard your guide. That's so beautiful. And Jane, I have 444 subscribers. Wow, that's amazing. I love the fours. I love that number. Great angel number. Yeah. So how was good morning, Judith. How are you? How was everyone's weekend? Easter, Passover, what else? Ramadan, and then stability. Thank you, Jane. I'm feeling pretty stable this morning. So that's good. I'll take that. Stability, I'll take. Oh, Marianne is Greek Orthodox. That's right. Yeah. Easter is next Sunday. Yeah. Um, my aunt is Greek Orthodox. And I always remember their wedding pictures, my aunt and my uncle, and the beautiful crowns. And I think they had like garland or something or golden ropes too. It was really a beautiful ceremony. I didn't get to see it because it was in Pennsylvania, but it was amazing. Yeah, and, so I had some people over, and, I had my sisters, my niece, um, and some friends, and some other friends, and it was nice. I grilled, and I grilled everything, every vegetable I could find, I put it on the grill, and then I made a ham too. My son loves ham, so that was fun. Yeah, Marianne, that was an amazing production. It was so beautiful. Good morning, Annie Bear. Taro, your way. How are you today? Good morning. Yes, we have to talk. So, anybody that didn't see Taro your way, that sees us in the future, because I think we all subscribe to you here, uh, Thomas. Please like and subscribe to his channel too, and Annie Bear and Jane the Secret Tarot. And um, anyway, yeah, I need to have everybody on because Annie Bear does amazing drumming, and I want to do that. If you want to, Annie, I'd love to have you on and maybe do a meditation together. And Thomas, I'd love to do some cards with you. And Jane, we do a regular on Thursdays at 9 Central, 9 a.m. Central, and it's just a joy. So by the time we giggle and laugh throughout the whole thing, and by the time it's over, I'm like, well, that lasted 10 minutes, but it was an hour and a half. Oh, Marianne says, loved your live with Kevin. Loved hearing about your upbringing. Thank you, Marianne. Yeah, Kevin's great, isn't he? I love his giggle. He's fun. He's like Jane. It's like, that's easy. It's over, and you're like, what? That only was 5 minutes. Uh, yeah, Jane is. I learned so much from Jane. Speaking of which, I pulled some cards for us already. So Ananda Maya Ma. I pulled some divine feminine cards. So she is the goddess of light and love, and she is also she is her own guru. So she follows no one. She follows her own divine light, and she says, I am my own guru. I know the self that never changes. So that's us today. And look at her halo, man. Talk about strength, right? And then look at her divine light right there. I think that's so beautiful. Yay. Teresa Ford, how are you? Yeah, we're just pulling our divine feminine cards. And because I got so lucky with this one, I pulled Lakshmi. Ooh, she was on the bottom of the pile. So, and of course, we all know Lakshmi. She is the beautiful goddess of abundance. And look at the lotus blossom of light in her hands that she gives us today, and her beautiful crown. She is so powerful, isn't she, Jane? Jane, you love her, don't you? I think we've talked about this before. You have a real affinity to her. So, the goddess of abundance, I choose to feel abundant. Wealth is an inside job. So, just all of us knowing how wonderful that we are, um, and owning it. Like, how often do we not own it? So, I told you guys. Good morning, Julie. So good to see you. Abundance for everyone. Yay. And Julie just had a birthday this weekend. So happy birthday, Julie. Wealth is an inside job, isn't it, Marianne? I have here, I told you guys I'm taking this course. And this is one of my favorite parts of it is the shame chart. And I can make a copy of this and put it on a post in community. But it's you write out, like, sometimes we're ashamed of silly things, right? Like, I'm ashamed. You might feel shame that you said something silly in a conversation, and you might go over that in your head over and over again. Or it might be something that somebody else did to you. Like, if I would have given that roofer, the first one that came in, a $4,000 check, I would have been so ashamed. And yet, that's not in my bucket. That's what he would have done. Or he didn't. Thank goodness he didn't show up. So, but you write out what happened, who made the choice, can I make amends and apologize for that choice? Like, can I make amends and apologize for giving someone a $4,000 check that didn't, that nothing happened? No, it's not my fault. It's his fault. So if you did not make the choice, it is not in your bucket. You are not responsible. Watch out for wrongly assigning cause. Anyway, I don't know if that made any sense or not, but I think that we just do that shame game so often, right? Instead of knowing our abundance and knowing that it's that person's fault. It's not in our bucket. Teresa Ford, love that angel number 444 subscribers right now. I'm so excited about that, you guys. Yay. It is really wise, isn't it? Yeah, Judith, feeling shame about being overdressed or underdressed or early childhood programming. So silly. It is. We hold on to that and we feel guilty and we feel shamed over the silliest things. Oh, hi, Jeb Bailey. How are you? Yes, right? Yeah, 444. I'm so excited about it too. I'm really excited about it. So thank you all, because you guys really, I love being here in the morning with you guys. So this is my fun thing. And speaking of which, do we want to? Oh, thanks about the awesome shows. So yeah, those were really good shows, weren't they? Hi, Karen. How are you, honey? Um, George was amazing. I don't know if anybody caught our shaman George, Reverend Saul, this weekend, but he was pretty stinking awesome, off the charts. And he's always like that. Like, he'll call me up and I'll be talking to him. I'm like, oh my God, are you kidding me? Oh, my nose is running. So, as George would say, that's my autopilot, or not my autopilot, my co-pilot coming in. Spirit. So it's pretty funny. Anyway, he was off the charts, and he's really an interesting person. So we had a long talk this weekend, and he's like, okay, let's do it. So he'll be on Saturday at 12:30. I think we're just going to do maybe like every other week, have him on and talk. He's so interesting. Teresa Ford says, I saw an ad where a teen girl was ashamed of hair on her upper lip, but then she decides to rock her stash and buys a yellow Freddie Mercury jacket. Yes. Right? Shame is such a big thing when we're growing up, and especially when you're growing up, like, you don't have a coping mechanism to, like, say, I don't want that, or stop, or, oh, I forgot my homework, sorry. And, a teacher will kind of ridicule you in front of the class. I don't know about anybody else. Catholic schools, Teresa K, why didn't you do this? So it's kind of like, and then you feel such guilt and shame, and you get into that coping thing where that's what you feel so often, instead of knowing that it's not our fault, and we are Ananda Maya May, Ananda Maya Ma. That's it, I think. My Sanskrit isn't very good today. Anyway, it's too early. So knowing our abundance. I do still want to get some divine masculine cards too to balance this out, because we have so many guys here. Sorry, Jeff and Thomas. So, Jeff, I saw people saying congrats to Jeff, and I thought it was a poetry prize or something. Winning a reading with Sterling. Wow. I think that would be life-changing, I would imagine. Oh, Annie Bear says, I had a wonderful counselor for 17 years who helped me work through many things, including shame. Yeah, Annie Bear, that's amazing. Wow. And 17 years. Good for you. Good for you. Oh, I bet. Jeff, you're going to have to tell us all about that, because I think that's amazing. So, wind and fire. I don't know if we've got any of our Tibetan Buddhists with us today. I think Maruta is one, but anyway, so I have this little monastery in the hills of Kathmandu, which are pretty big, the hills right before the Himalayas, but that my daughter used to teach at, and we keep in contact, and we help support them, and they send me pictures. And I was trying to figure out how to put a picture in here today, but I'll make a post of it online. And this weekend was a celebration of wind and fire, which I thought was really cool. I mean, that just sounds so powerful, wind and fire. So they were saying pujas for our family. And I'm not saying that to be boastful or anything, but it's just, it's all the little things, isn't it? Not that that's a little thing, that's huge. Yeah, it feels so good, Jane. I feel like I've got, how we call in all our angels every day, and that we know that we're Ananda Maya May Ma, and that we have that light inside us. So, but calling in everybody, and it's great backup, huh? Anyway, but knowing that we have all of us here together. So, and backing each other up, that's huge. So let's do a meditation. I've been talking for 13 minutes already. I got a bunch of really cool ideas, and we'll see what Spirit does with us. So, taking 3 deep breaths. Hi, my tribe. Inhaling through the nostrils. Perfect timing. All the way up to your larynx. Exhaling through the mouth. Just letting everything go down. Maybe you sink into your chair, wherever you're sitting, your bed, whatever, a little bit more. Pushing it out all the way down to the sits bones. To your roots. 2 more like that. Miss Charlotte, good morning, beautiful. Breathing in all the way up. Feeling your chest just expand. Expand with light and energy. Letting everything go. Give it a big push. Get everything out. And we're going to do a few of those breaths like that today. So 1 more big breath like that. Now today, let's bring in all our angels, all our guides. I think George said yesterday, 30 trillion angels behind us. To the 9th power, I can't remember. I have it all written down. I'll figure it out. So just imagine that wall of angels as they walk with us. bringing in all our ancestors. Hearing mom, pa. I don't know where that came from. But my Gram's here. Gram. That's what we called her. And Poppy. Who's a cowboy. So all our ancestors are coming in today in dress, formal dress, whatever it was that they felt like their energy was on this planet. So seeing them dressed in their Sunday best or whatever uniform they like to wear, noticing their individuality, their spark of divinity that has that individual light code to it, and how that nurtured us and made us the individuals that we are, to be surrounded by them. Now bringing in all our spirit animals, especially those that have passed. So I had a dream about my one of my dogs that passed this weekend. He came in and grabbed a gecko. Anyway, that's another story we'll talk about later. But feeling all their energy and how they guard us and allow them to guard us, maybe tonight before you go to bed, calling them in to keep you safe, give you a protected sleep. Oh, Judith, your father in his navy dress whites. That's amazing. I love that. Love that vision. All right. Now, we have walls of angels. We have all our ancestors in their finery. And we have our spirit guides, our animals. Now, let's go ahead and merge here with all our light. Oh, rest in peace, Beethoven, my good boy from the 90s. Amen, my tribe. Now, if you'd like to, I don't know if everybody's done this before or not with us, but we do a merge here. We just hold hands, giving a little squeeze to the person on our right, and feeling it in your left hand. Feeling the light as it comes around us, creating a circle of power and protection, of love and kindness. Hearing Tyler as he protects us, my dog, barking. We're all here. Come and get it. All right, now bringing in all that light around us, let's notice that our angels, our walls of angels behind us, reach out and touch our hands. Touching it from behind and feeling the palms of your hands as they activate. Just like a big spark. Feeling all that light going around, pulsating around the planet. All right, now just let your hands rest wherever they are. Today I wanted to do a tree. Excuse me, a tree. So let's feel our divine light inside us. Our heart space and our solar plexus, that beautiful white. And it grows, spreads around the circle. All of us resting. Now maybe today, since we've got so much power here, with all our angels, just resting back. It's like we have a recliner of energy, light. We can sit back and watch the show. So, first we're going to go deep into Mother Earth. Imagine the roots of our feet. You can even turn your palms face down if you want to, but you don't have to. Just imagine it. And seeing your roots go in and anchor. So, going deep within the earth, noticing all the other root systems, our brothers and sisters here and all over the planet, our soul families, interconnected, also seeing the ley lines as they interconnect, as they weave throughout the crystalline energy. And as we connect, our light grows. The planet's light grows. We're light workers. Now we'll go deep down with this root system and see how, as each root touches and weaves around the planet and goes deeper, that it activates sparks of light all over the planet for the change that's coming. The change of the planet, the change in us, the sacred light as it comes in, being able to accept it, being able to work with it, being able to know it and remember it. Now going deeper, we'll go into the pool of water. Here we can rest for a moment. We have our inflatable recliner that we've taken with us today. So if you're not into water, that's fine. You can rest in your inflatable. But if you want to take a dip here and refresh your spirit and heal, just go ahead and relax. Feel yourself surrendering any shame for things that were not your fault. Any guilt that you're carrying around, which is crazy, because guilt doesn't do anybody any good, does it? So letting go of all that. Emptying our buckets here. Also, feeling your body absorb again this beautiful healing waters, the relaxation. So, the spa tribe today. All right. Going deeper till we reach the cavern of the Divine Mother. This root system has followed us here. She touches one tentacle. Good morning, Chris. The Divine Mother touches one tentacle of our roots, and it lights the entire planet. So, just seeing how everything expands. Ascension, energy, the grid, the ley lines. All right. Let's travel up to those beautiful ley lines. Coming up. As each root system gets a little bit wider, we can flow in it. We can flow around the planet, inside it. Vortex as they open, realizing that we can always go through this. To relax, to recharge, to ground, to feel the Divine Mother, Ananda. Now coming back up, seeing ourselves here in our chairs, and let's go up to Father Sky. Yeah, that's exactly where we're headed, Marianne, that bird. So birds are on cue. And noticing as we reach here in our recliners, if you're traveling in your recliner today, that we're in the trunk of the tree. So we followed that root system up, and it's solid white light. It's like time has stopped inside the tree. It's just pure light, just energy, and we can look around it, knowing the silence, feeling the peace. Now outside that tree is that beautiful bark that's grown with the tree. Feel the roughness of it. Even smell it. We'll come back here in a minute. And notice how the limbs start to come up And again, just like our root system, we'll travel up to Father Sky, hearing the birds, the winged ones. Might be a dragon, might be a butterfly, definitely a hawk, thunderbird, moving up along this huge limb. We each have our own limbs, but we can climb on each other's. We're soul family. And then coming out to each twig, just like the root system, as it reaches up into the heavens, farther up and farther up. The birds serenade us, and hearing the vibration, not just the planet, but of the universe here. All right. Now, we reach through the stars. And again, we have our tree with us. So we're all hanging on. And we all have our little lazy boy chair, if you want, your recliner. We reach up to Father Sky, through the clouds and the stars. He activates it for us. Our limbs, our outer reaches. With one touch, boom, enlightenment, clarity, power, maybe even a little lightning here. So each leaf, each flower is activated, feeling that energy, soaring with it, noticing that these birds are angels that come to give us messages. So one of them alights with us and travels with us. We'll work with them later this week. So sing the winged ones, but we'll stay on our tree today. We won't fly with them yet. Coming back in from the twigs to the sturdy limbs, back into our trunk. Now all that beautiful light here, we can each have our tree. So if you wanted to, you could walk with your tree. You could dance with it in the wind. Seeing the limbs and the root systems as they sway and flow. Activation, light, Ananda, love. Now you can spend a minute here inside your tree if you want to. Just noticing the stillness and the peace. Feeling connected to the earth and the heavens. Feeling that source of divine feminine and divine masculine. If you want to, you can dance inside your tree, or you can sit in your recliner. Just relax with it. Let's go ahead and inhale in all this light. As we exhale, going inside our trees this week. So we'll do a lot of this. Feeling divinity, feeling transcendence, feeling bliss, Ananda. All right. Now, thanking Mother Sky, Mother Earth, sorry. Thanking Mother Earth and Father Sky. Walking back into our rooms. Giving a big hug to each other. Arm in arm, hand in hand. Power, enlightenment. A force of nature. We're always intermingled because we're a collective. But we can let go here, knowing that we're stronger now. We have power. Coming back to our chairs or our beds, wherever we are, feeling our feet and all the love of the earth and our heart space. Maybe wiggling our toes a little, filling our hands, all the love of Father Sky, bringing that back into our heart space. Feeling yourself completely at home, completely back in your physical presence. And let's connect with this mudra that George has shown us. And between the heart and the chest or the throat, just press lightly, feeling your body coming back. Now, we'll rub our palms lightly, feeling back, completely back in the present. From the base of our spine to our crown chakra, it's like a tower of power, pure light, like our tree, our trunk, condensed, ready to use it whenever we're ready. So, taking a deep breath in, and on the exhale, smile. We're back. So, that was fun. I love that all our ancestors were there and all their individuality. Because I love what Debbie Freebird was talking about it. George was talking about it this weekend. So many people were talking about our individual light, our spark of light, and how different each one of us is. What an individual light DNA that we have. And how when we interconnect, it just boom, so big. My dog Rosie lost her mind. A raccoon outside, Annie Bear. Oh, I bet. Oh, thanks, Marianne. I love having you here. So it makes it special. Oh, good morning, Lauren. Meditation Tribe. My husband is working out of town for a few days, and I will be jumping in after walking my dog. Wow, Lauren, that's great. Yeah, thanks for being here, everybody. So, I don't know if it was a cardinal or not, Marianne. Do you think it was? I don't know my bird sounds. I mean, when I see birds, I kind of know a few birds, but not very many. But I sure don't know how they sing. Oh, Jane said so. Jane knows. Buddha came in and laid on my phone. I thought I was going to lose you. Oh, your cat Buddha. I thought you meant Buddha. Well, maybe it was Buddha. Maybe that's him doing that. That's so funny. Oh, Jane says it was a cardinal. Good. Well, and cardinals are your ancestors coming back, right? So does anybody else feel that? That's what my grandma always said. My grandma loved a cardinal. And I know when the cardinals show up, it's my mom and dad and my grandma. And that's what we were talking about, right? Our grandparents here today. That's so funny. And our parents. Yeah. Have a loving day, everybody. I think Jane's going to be on today at 9. So I get to see Jane for a little bit. 9 my time. She'll be on next. And Jane and I will be together on Thursday. And George will be back on Saturday. So it will be fun, fun, fun. And if anybody wants a card, I can do a card, but we'll be doing a lot of cards on Jane's channel if we don't talk the whole time, right, Jane? So I think we spent most of our time talking in the beginning last time. Oh, Judith, you have cardinals that come to your feeder every day? Oh, you're in pain today. I'm sorry, honey. Okay, so while we've still got our circle here, let's just surround Jane in a beautiful pink light. And let's just push it in through the back of her heart chakra. Really soft. And feel that pink love healing light inside her. And then we'll surround that with a blue veil of serenity, just peace. So she can float in her recliner today. All right. There we go. Yeah, I love blue, right? Blue makes me happy. Oh, Judith's sending you healing. Judith's a great healer. And pink light. Yeah, the pink Ananda. You're welcome, honey. I hope you feel better. Oh, you're icing your back, Annie Bear. Did anybody else go to that healing? Debbie at Freebird Spirit and JJ and Lisa and Kevin have a healing on Sunday nights. I think it's every other week or something. Usually I don't make them, but last night I did. It was pretty amazing. And they were saying that. They said, I feel so many people with stress and their shoulders and their backs, pain. So, oh, Julie, you've heard that too about the cardinals. You have a family of cardinals outside. Very comforting. Thank you for sharing your energy. Have a gorgeous day, everyone. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Yeah, it was very powerful, wasn't it, Lauren? Oh, thanks. Thanks, Thomas. Yeah. George was very calming, wasn't he? Yeah. Oh, you waited 20 minutes. You tried to, Annie Bear. Yeah. Hi, Barb's Wheel of Fortune. So nice to see you here, dear. So, yeah, George is really comforting and quiet. And, how many people do we see on the street and we don't know that they're a guru or a yogi? They're just, but you can see their light, right? And I think that's when we grow our light, the more light is around us and the more we attract that light. So it's time for George to be here. It's time for him to get his stories out. And his big thing is the mantras. So I'm going to try to get somebody to write them down for him and do that. He wants me to do it, but I'm not very good at that. But I'm going to try. Oh, you're going to listen to Reverend George again today? I'm going to listen again today, too, and take a few more notes as well, Lauren. Thank you. You couldn't really hear him. I thought my sound, Teresa, was too loud and his was too low. So, oh. Jane, your husband thinks we have one cardinal. He calls him all the hymns, Red, like its name. Red. I read. I love that. Your sound was weird, Marianne. Yeah, well, number one, he'll tell you he does crazy things to energy, right? Because he has so much energy. So he breaks a lot of stuff. Yeah, he is a great teacher. Oh, thank you, Lauren. He's amazing. So I'll try to work something out with the sound because I know the first one we did was horrible. I mean, there was so much static. And Red's wife, Jane. I love it. Red. So that's hilarious. My late husband he was a hillbilly. He had a beautiful accent, but we'd go down to the hills of Missouri, the Boot Hill, and see his family. And I swear I wasn't so sure they spoke English when I first meet them. How when you meet people with an accent, it takes you a few days to get used to it, whether you're going to England or if you're going to the Boot Hill in Missouri. So it took me a little while, and they said, we don't have an accent, you do. It's like, well, yeah, that makes sense. So anyway, beautiful people though. Well, I am going to have him back on, and I gave him a new mic, but we'll get it figured out. So, all right, everybody. Well, have a great day, and namaste. We will see you tomorrow, I hope. So, bye-bye.